These are many, many years old. Love them. Every year I look at them and go, are we coming back this year? And every year they come back and they're absolutely gorgeous. I do not have red. And this is the only garden peony of this season. Look at that color. 2 pieces in this red magic garden peony. Everything we have is here right now, so reserve yours, as many as you need. We're going to give you 3 easy pays here, but just until the end of the day. The shipping and handling is included, and of course these will ship out when it's appropriate for you to put them in the ground.
That's right.
Stephanie, Devin, your peonies are all about that Roberta's difference, without a doubt.
That's right. You know, this is the red magic peony. And actually, Pat, this is the only garden peony that we'll be offering this season because we wanted to bring the best garden peony around. And that's what this red magic is. This is one of the, actually, traditionally fragrant peonies are white or pink.
Right.
So this is a fragrant red peony. And as you can see here, your plant is just going to be covered in these massive, I mean, these flowers, as you see, they're like 6 to 8 inches large, just ruffled.
That's the appeal of a peony.
Oh my gosh.
They're large, they're showy.
They're full of petals, they're fluffy, and that fragrance.
But most of the garden peonies that you find out there, they're real floppy.
That's
They
right.
don't bloom for very long.
Yes.
And they can be really frustrating when you think you just had that perfect peony flower and then it flops over.
Or it rains and it's like, no.
Yeah, and then there's no saving that.
Yeah, so
So what's the difference with this
one? Well, that is one of the reasons why we brought this garden peony, the red magic, and only this one, is because it has that stronger stem and it's able to have a more and it has a bushier growth habit, so it looks better in the garden even with those April showers. You know, and we are firm believers. The other reason why this is the only garden peony that we're offering is because we don't have space in our room for second-rate plants. We only put the very best. You should only plant what you absolutely love, and that is why we love this one. And look at this flower.
That's that investment in the garden.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I just jump in for 1 second and let everybody know we're down to fewer than 3,000.
Wow.
And that's all we have for this entire season. Please continue.
No, that's fine.
And look at those petals.
Yes.
Layer and layer and layer of petals.
And like my brother Devin was saying, I love the shape of these garden peonies. They make this beautiful bushy mound shape. And this is actually in front of our parents' home.
Steph, did you know, we used to have other peonies in our garden, but we ripped them out of our garden when we found these because we, like I was saying, we want to have the very best in our garden, so we only planted these in our garden in Indiana.
Peonies.
And if you've never planted peonies, these come back year after year after year.
Oh my gosh,
like
for decades and decades and decades.
Yes,
I
mean
the longest growing.
Absolutely.
One of
the longest lived perennials in the garden.
It's like an heirloom plant in your garden. Both my brother and I remember these as children and my parents, and they still come back season after
Look how
season.
beautiful. That's probably 2 or 3 plants right there. They're so bushy. They provide this beautiful bushy growth.
And just the color.
The color. And how long would you say?
And the petals.
Yeah, Steph, how long would you say these ones bloom for?
Up to 4 weeks. So for 4 weeks, you're gonna have, you can have up to 50 flowers on your plant once it's fully matured, so 2nd or 3rd season.
Okay, 2nd or 3rd season. The first season, what could I expect?
Oh, you can still have, you know, the plant will be a smaller size, but you'll still have plenty of flowers coming all season long. It's just the foliage might be a little bit smaller.
Can you share with everybody what it looks like? Because I think a lot of us are familiar with the bulb. And then, is that technically a tuber then?
This is, yes, this is a tuber. And each one of our tubers that you're getting 2 in the collection, they all have 3 to 5 eyes. Now these are the eyes. You see 1 eye here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, tubers that you'll find at your garden centers and retail stores will have 1 or 2 eyes. And the reason I pointed out the difference is because each of these eyes will be a strong, sturdy branch on your plant. So having 3 to 5 eyes on your tubers means you're gonna have a bushier, stronger plant starting right at the beginning.
That's right.
And that's why it's so important to us. If you get a 1 or 2 eye tuber, your plant's gonna maybe be like all on the left side or all on the right side. But with 3 to 5, that's how you get that gorgeous bushy growth from an earlier point.
2,700 remain and then they are gone. And this is the only peony The only one that
The
they're going to be
only
able to
garden
bring
peony.
in this
Yes.
season. The only garden peony. There are tree peonies.
That's
But
right.
this is the only garden peony.
Correct.
Yes.
All right.
And this is called the Red Magic. I wanted to get
Yes.
to the name Red Magic
yeah.
because
That's fun.
Does that look like
Yeah.
red magic to
because
you?
the color of this is so deep. It's sort of like our red lipstick, but actually, Pat, as the day progresses, in the morning, it's going to start off sort of as a cranberry red, and then as the afternoon sun comes, it kind of transforms to like a, what my brother says, red velvet cake in the garden.
Yes. You know, and there's Eric in his
Yeah.
garden. He has planted
So
like
beautiful.
10 or 12 of these in his garden.
And
I
they're
recommend-
striking.
They are
Cool.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Plant a row of these. Plant, you know, get maybe 3 or 4 of these collections. Create a gorgeous border of these
Absolutely.
effortless bloomers.
Talk to me about what we need, where we should put
Yes.
them,
Pat,
container,
Do you want to
grounds.
do a little
What are we
planting
talking
demo
about?
while we
Absolutely.
talk about that? So the conditions for the peonies is pretty simple. They like a relatively sunny conditions,
Okay.
and they want to be watered on a relatively regular basis
Yeah,
at the beginning.
definitely.
So here I have one of your beautiful tubers.
I mean, look how long
and
that is.
It's
I wanted
gorgeous.
to mention, Dev, you know, these tubers are 3 years old.
Yes.
So what that
Yes.
means, Pat, these are going to bloom first season. Whereas if you go to a big box store and pick up a garden peony tuber, it might even, well, say on the box, won't bloom for 2 or 3 years. But we did the waiting for you because we want you to have flowers this first year. So this is why we're offering
Yeah.
3-year-old tubers.
And while you guys were talking, I planted it. It's
Great
that
job.
fast.
You know what?
That-
And that's,
Is that
I have
easy?
to say, I mean, you're planting that,
Yes.
and by the second season, this is what you're looking at.
Yes.
So the
That's
payback,
right.
and year after year, this again is investment gardening.
Yes.
Gardening, which is so fantastic.
And you're holding our growing guide,
Yes.
and
Yep.
as a good reminder, you don't have to remember how I planted it. It's really simple. You don't have to remember anything we're saying here.
My brother Devin wrote them all.
I write
so you
them
know
all,
that
so they're-
did
yeah.
you have good
Good
information?
for you. I love them. I mean,
Yes.
you will save these. I cannot encourage you enough because at the end of the season, you can just go back and go, oh, now what did they say I was supposed to do? And all the answers are right
Yes.
here.
Absolutely.
The warranty is on the back, frequently asked questions, what to do when you open it up. How many did you say, Mike? 2,200, and then these are gone
Well-
for this season. So buy as many multiple
Yes.
sets as
Yes.
you need.
Absolutely.
You know, the gift of a peony is a gift of flowers for many years to come. I know I give plant gifts to my friends all the time, but often I'm giving plants that only flower for 1 or 2 seasons. If you give this
Yeah.
to your children, your grandchildren, or even better yet, go out and garden
Plant-
with them.
Yeah, put them in the
and
earth
then
with them.
have them come over every spring when these are in bloom.
see.
That's how you create garden memories. There's a
Absolutely.
reason why gardening is one of the most beloved hobbies for people of all ages
I
across
agree.
the
Yeah.
globe, because they bring joy. I mean, look at the joy that this plant brings.
And if
It
you
just
wanna
makes
buy
me
And
so
this is
happy.
just
Set.
one.
Yeah.
This is a 2-piece collection. This is just one of the 2 plants that you can enjoy.
I mean, take a look
second
at how
season.
large and how full this is. This also has that easy pay, 3 easy pays of $9.31. Your shipping and handling is included. Now, don't worry about it. These will only arrive when it's safe to put them in the ground where you
Absolutely.
live. If you have any questions, take a look at the map.
Yes, if you have any questions, just locate yourself on the map, and wherever you live corresponds to a date. On that date is when we begin shipping to your region, so that when you receive the plants, that means they are time to put in the ground. And we always have our Gotta Grow guarantee. When you're happy, so are we. So we're gonna assure your satisfaction for perennials like these garden peonies for one